libraries for installing that Python. Some of the Python libraries are SciPy and NumPy, Matplotlib and Pandas and sklearn, and some of the Seaborn also, a Seaborn library also there. Okay, so various a lot of libraries are updated each and every day. They updated more number of libraries in Python, and there are two procedures for data analysis. Some of the procedures are quantitative and qualitative. So in quantitative, there are two procedures for analyzing the quantitative data. Some of the procedures are summary measures and then variance measures. So this is examples of the summary measures. This is questions we have to define for working with summary measures. So some of the questions are: how do the data coverage, and what is the data value? What is the typical value? What is the average value? That's what is the mean value? What is the median value? And where is the middle center of a group? So this is examples of the summary measures. And let me see the mean, median, and mode. So these are all the three mathematical statements for finding the sum of the numbers and middle of the numbers and mode of the numbers. So we can learn from at a group of numbers, right? So in machine learning and in mathematics, there are three values that interest us: mean, median, and mode. Mean means that is average value. Median, it is used to find the midpoint value, and mode is the most common value. So this is one of the examples for finding the mean value. So what is a mean? Mean means it is used to find the average of the scores. So this is example 64. In a set, there are seven values, no, 64, 70, 80, 80, 90, 98, and 100. So in the score variable, so it contains a seven number of elements. So okay, so how to find out the mean? So sum of the values, and then we can divide it by the number of scores, right? So how to find the average? First we have to total all the values, and then we have to divide it by the total number of scores. So that is the formula for finding the mean values, right? So for this set, so what is the average? What is the result of this? So the average value is 83.14. So likewise, we can do mean, median, and mode in by using the NumPy average. So let me see the programs now. How to access this mean, median, and mode in machine learning, and by using the NumPy programs, right? See, so this is one of the Python program. So import NumPy. Okay, so how to import the Python libraries in tool? So NumPy is one of the library. So NumPy is one of the array processing package. Okay, so there are various other libraries are also there. Pandas is also one of the library. Suppose if you want to analyze any data, or if you want to import any data sets, means then we have to import some pandas. Okay, suppose if you want to do any mathematical or statistical calculations or array processing value, means then we have to import the NumPy package. Okay, so first of all, here I have to import NumPy, and here by using the NumPy, I am using the mean method, because all the speed, that is the mean method, and mode method, okay, and median. So all these methods are defined in the NumPy package. Okay, so NumPy library. So here the speed, what is the values? In the speed, it contains a more number of values. So all those values are separated by commas. Okay. So how to define the array in C and C++? So just we can give the data type name and then array name. By using the subscript, we can give the size of the array. Okay, so how to initialize the array? So in C, C++, Java, we can initialize the array by using the curly braces, right? But here I'm using the list. Okay, list is one of the data types, special data type in Python: list, tuple, and dictionary. So these are all the most three data types, special data types in Python. So list means what? It contains, it hold many number of data items, and all the data items is values are separated by commas. Okay, so here all the data types are separated by commas, and it is hold by using the square bracket. Okay, it is used by the square bracket. Suppose if you want to use a tuple is also one of the data type. It is also used to hold some number of values. Like, so in the array is one of the concept in C, C++, and Java, right? So what is the meaning of array? Array means what? Just it is used to hold the data. Just it is like a container. Okay, so likewise, same in Python, there are three data types, like tuple, and then list, and then dictionary. So list, tuple, and dictionary, all these data types are used for holding some items. Okay, it is used to hold some different data values. But in arrays, we can hold so only the integer values. Okay, if you assign, if you declare as float, means then it is hold only the float values. But in what is special in Python means, so here by using list and tuple, we can hold different number of values, like integer values or decimal values or character values. Okay, So that is a special in Python. Okay, so here I'm using the speed variable, and within the speed variable I'm assigning some more elements, and after that I'm finding the mean method here. Okay, so mean is defined, this method is defined in this numpy package. Okay, just passing this variable in this parameter. After that I'm going to print this variable. So all the values are stored after finding the mean. So the result of the variable is stored into the x variable. Okay, so how we have to print the value of these variables? By using this print statement. So after pressing the run button, I'm getting these statements. Okay, so already I am executed, so that not executing here. So likewise we can, I'm installing one new, I can open now new window, right? Okay, so let it open. I think it will take 2 minutes. So before that, I will explain some of the concept. So next, this is one of the median method. So what is the median method means what? So this is a special. Okay, so already the median mode and defined in NumPy package. Okay, so just you give this median keyword here. Okay, so NumPy dot median. So by using this median keyword, it is used to find the middle element of these values. Okay, so the middle element of these values is 87.0. Just it's opening. Okay, it takes more number of times. Okay, and then next, this is one of the array values. Just I am passing the values by using the array also, array concept also. Okay, so this is called as np as allies of the numpy package. Np is one of the allies of the numpy package. So I am using the np here directly here. By using the np, I'm creating one array, and then I am assigning into the arr variable. So now I'm going to print the array values and print the type of the array. Okay, so what is the value? What is the value of the array? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is the second print statement? What is the output of the second print statement? Just it printing the type of the array. Okay, now the type of the array is numpy dot n dimensional array. Okay. So this is now I'm going to give the two-dimensional array. In the first row, I'm giving 3 elements, and then in the second row, I'm passing 3 elements, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so just I'm going to print the array variable. So after pressing the run statement, now I'm getting this output. So in the matrix form. Okay, so next I am importing some libraries. Okay, so before going the matplot library, so let me share the screen now. So how to find the median of the score? How to find the median of the score? If here see that there are 8 elements, right? So median scores equal to 64, 70, 80, 80, 90, 98, 100, and 100. Here there are 8 elements. If my score is even means, then it take the average 2 in the middle. So what is the two values in the middle? 80 and 90. So just take the average values here. 80 plus 90 is 172, and 172 is divided by 2 is 85. So that is the result of this median value. Okay, if it is even means, then it add the two elements in between of the set. Okay, otherwise, okay. So next we see the mode method. Mode means what? It is used to find the largest number of scores. Okay, so here the score is 64, 70, 80, 80, 90, 98, 100. Okay, so here the score is totally 7 values. So what is the highest value in this course? So here the 80 is repeated one more time. Okay, it's repeating here. So the 80 is the largest number of scores. So see the examples too. So here there are the 80 is repeated one more time, and the 100 is also repeated. Okay, so the largest number of score is 80 and 100. So this is the definition of the mode. So all these are techniques, these median, mode, mean, or techniques that are often used in machine learning. So it is important to understand the concept behind them. So we have registered the speed of 13 cars, right? Here speed equal to 13. So assume that there is a speed of 13 cars. So how to find out the average, the middle, or the most common speed value of this set? So the mean value is the average value. So to calculate the mean, find the sum of all values and divide the sum by the number of values. So this is a formula for finding the mean. So by using the NumPy, we can use the mean method to find the average speed. Okay, so already executed, right? So NumPy, what is the formula? What is a method for finding the average value of the set? Mean. Mean is one of the finding the average values. Okay, so this is one of the statements for finding the values in the set. So and then here the median value is in the middle. So just it is finding the median value, and then Already I explained this. Okay, so here, see here, if there are two numbers in the middle, divide the sum of those numbers by 2. 86 plus 87 divided by 2 equal to 86.5. Suppose if there are two numbers in the middle, and then again by using the numpy dot median method. Okay, so already explained this. So how to use the SciPy mode? So how to use the mode method? So other two methods like median. Okay, so the mean and median is one of the two methods that is defined in the NumPy package. But this mode method, this is defined only in the SciPy library. So how to import the SciPy library? So just import SciPy. Okay, what's the statement for import the SciPy? From SciPy import stats. So suppose if you want to do any statistical function means, then you give the statements here. Import stats. Okay, from SciPy you can import the stats, and finally then after that you can assign the statement, assign some values. Okay, so create some set of values, give some set of 13 cars speed values into the speed variable. After that I am finding the mode by using the stats. So the mode method is defined only in the stats library. So what is the statement here? X equal to stats dot mode of speed. Then and finally I am printing the value of X variable. Okay. So next before that hello, is my screen visible?
It is visible, madam, please.
Yes, sir. So because some few members sharing the message, so that while I am asking. So next topic is a linear regression. The term regression is used when you try to find a relationship between the variables. So how to find out the relationship between the variables? By using the linear regression concepts only. So by using this concept, we can predict the outcome of the future events. So the relationship is one of the important thing. By using the relationship only, we can predict the outcome of the future events. Okay, so linear regression, it uses a relationship between the data points to draw a straight line through all them, and this line it can be used to predict the future values. Okay, let me see the example for this. So how to find the relationship between the two values? So I will share the screen now. Okay, now it's okay. Participants, is my screen visible? Can I continue?
Yes, madam. It is visible.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, okay. So this is one of the example. I'm importing some matplot library here. So what is the use of matplot library? By using, suppose if you want to create or draw any charts or a scatter plot or plot, or if you want to visualize a data means, then you can import this matplotlib. So all the things are, so all the bar chart and the pie charts are all the things are defined in only this library, matplot library. Okay, so matplotlib.pyplot as plt. So give the alias name of this matplotlib, and assigning x and y variables here. Okay, assigning some values to the x and assigning some values to the y variable. So how to use a scatter? So how now I am going to visualize the data by using the scatter method. So just passing the two parameter by using the scatter, because the scatter method and show method, so all these methods are defined in plt. So plt is one of the alias name of matplotlib. Okay, so just pass the x and y coordinate values here. So what is the value of first value? 5. What is the first value of y? 99. So 5 and 99. So just it take the points from here, 5 and 99. Okay, and what is the second point? 7 and then 86. What is the second value of the x and y? 7 and 86. Okay, so 7 and 86. So again it creating the pointing the value here. So this is examples of the scatter plot. Okay, so this is one of the visualizations. So next, what is the formula? What is the meaning of linear regressions? So here I am applying the linear regressions method. So what is the use of linear regression? It is used to find out the relationship between the two variables, x and y variables. So what is the method here? Lin regress. So all these methods are defined in stats. Okay, so from a SciPy only we can import the stats. So just use this slope. We can find the slope, intercept, or p standard error. Okay, so after that it returning the value. So this linear regression value is stored into the OR variables. Now we will see the example output of this. So what is the output of this? Minus 0.75. So this is output. So this is a value of predicting the value of a future event. Okay. Next, so here I am creating some functions. That is I creating the functions by using the keyword. So just it return the value slope into x plus intercept. Okay, so previously I am assigning some values x and y. After that I am applying the linear regression methods. I am creating one functions and it is used to return the slope and slope into x plus intercept value. So by using this program I am creating the scatter and plot also. So what is the use of plot? Plot means it is used to draw the straight line for from x for two coordinates I am passing x and my model. So already this in the y coordinate I am already finding the formula, right? So my model is storing the list of map of my function comma x. So what is a my function? In my functions the formula is applied is slope into x plus intercept. So this result is stored into this variable, my model variable. Okay, so these two coordinates here, x and my model coordinate here. So by using this linear regressions, just find the relationship between these two variables. So scatter means just it creating the dot there. Okay, so plot means it is used to draw a straight line. It is used to draw a straight line. So this is one of the output of the linear regressions. Next, this is a simple example. So how to predict the speed of a 10 years old car? How to predict the speed of a 10 years old car? So this is the linear regression means what is the use of machine learning. Normally machine learning means it is used to find the future predictions. Okay, so that is one of the main thing, important thing. By using linear regression concept we can apply this. Okay, so this is one of the example for predict the speed of a 10 years old car. Just I'm applying the values, assigning the values. I'm using the linear regression methods. I'm creating the formula slope into x plus intercept. After that I am passing the values. Okay, so totally how many cars? 10 years old car. So just I am passing the values here. Then I am finding the predictions. So after printing the speed of the car, so this is the future prediction value 85.59. So this is output of this program. Okay, it is used to predict the speed of a 10 years old car. What is the speed? 85.59. Okay, so this is one of the linear regressions method, and already I explained that NumPy method, right? So already, so this is one of the example. I already explained that median means what? It is used to find out the median value. If it is even means then it is used to take the middle of two values, and after that it adding some adding the two values, and finally we can divide it by 2. Okay, so there are two middle values, so you have to find the average values this. So 87.0 is output of these statements. Okay, next let me see the other NumPy values here. So see here I'm using the matplot library. So suppose if you want to draw a line or draw a chart or bar chart or pie chart or scatter or any histogram method means then you can import this matplot library. Okay, and then import the NumPy for doing the array processing package. So I'm importing these two library, Python library, matplotlib and then NumPy, and just using the alias name I'm creating the two values 0,6 and 0,250. So this is x value and this is a y value, and this is x value and 250 is a y value. So just it create the x points and y points, just it draw from 0,0. So what is the x value? 0. What is the first value of y? 0. 0,0. It start from 0,0 and end with 6,250. It end with 6,250. Okay, so just it creating a plot. Plot means what? Just it draw a straight line between x for x point and y points. So show is one of the method. It's showing the diagram. So without using this method, it doesn't going to show the results of this. Okay, and next this is also one of the examples. So how to create a pie chart? So see here I'm creating 4 values in this array. I am holding 4 values. Okay, so just I'm passing it to the y variable. Now I am going to show the pie chart method. plt.py. plt is one of the alias name of matplotlib. plt is one of the alias name of matplotlib. You can give either pl or p or any name, any alias name. Okay, so I am using the plt as a alias name here. So by using the plt I am showing the pie chart. After show the pie chart here. So what is the result of this? See here. So what is the maximum value? 35. So default the maximum value is displayed in blue color value. So and then 25 is displayed in orange and green. So the smallest value is displayed in red color. Okay, if you want to change the color means you can set within the parameters also. So then this is one of the example of NumPy. So I am creating x value. So this is a character A, B, C, D. and in and y I am passing the 4 values 3, 8, 1, 2. So I'm creating the bar chart. So passing these two parameters x comma y in bar. So just creating the bar chart of those 4 values. Okay. So you can give the colors like this. Colors equal to my colors. Okay. So see here I am setting the colors black, hot pink, B, and then this is hexadecimal format. Okay, so the data organizer it is shown in black color, and then data analyst it is shown in hot pink color, and data science it will be shown in a blue color, and then data analyst is pink color. So you can assign the set of my colors here by using the a square bracket. So already explained that square bracket, and if you declare the values, if you hold the values by using the square bracket means then the type of data type is called as list. Okay, if you passing by using parenthesis means then that data type is called as tuple. Suppose if you want to pass a data by using dictionary means then that type of data type is called as dictionary. Okay, so dictionary is normally it is in the form of key value pass. So this is a simple programs. Next I will show some audio learning programs now. So this is one of the first audio files. See here I'm importing NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib. Okay, so 3 libraries I'm imported here. So what is the use of NumPy? NumPy means it's one of the array processing package. What is the use of Pandas? Pandas is one of the popular Python-based data analysis toolkit, and it is one of the high manipulation data manipulation toolkit, and it is built on NumPy also. So Pandas means it is one of the it contains multiple methods. Okay, for filtering the data. Pandas is one of the data filtering. It is also used for filtering the data also. So mainly Pandas it is used for capable of offering some 2D table objects also. That is called as data frame. Okay, normally NumPy means it provide objects for multi dimensional arrays. That is the meaning of NumPy. Okay. So next, so here I'm importing some Librosa methods. If you want to compile any audio files means then you have to import this Librosa. Okay, so here I'm using the LR. LR is one of the alias name of this. I am set the directory to the source file. In the health data set library, in the health data set folder, I'm storing this data set. The name of the data set is set underscore a. So in this data set, I am storing some more medical values. Okay, so if you see this the health data set, I will share the data set now. So it contains many number of rows, so that it taking some minutes for loading this. So before that, I will explain this concept now. So first of all, we have to set the directory of the source file. Okay, so I am setting this Excel data file into my folder in the C drive. Okay, so and after that, I am using that wave file into the directory. So I am storing more number of WAV files in this set A directory. So how to read the first audio files by using the time array. First of all, we have to create the time array. Okay. So here, this is one of the method. So how to load the audio files by using the load method. Load is one of the method for loading the audio files. It start with 0. Okay. And finding the time array here. So just give the S frequency here. So after loading the audio files, then I have to arrange 0 comma length audio. So this is one of the formula uh, for finding the starting value to the ending values. A range means It is used to find the starting to the end value. Okay. So I'm opening many number of software, right? So large number of data sets are also stored here. So that okay. So whenever you execute this program, so what is the time frequency for this? So array of 0, comma 198449. So this is the time array of the audio files. Okay. Next, so this is one of the plot for displaying the frequency values here. Okay. So in the data set, there are more number of values. Yes. So see here. So more number of wave files are stored here. Okay, see here the extension is wave file. So more number of wave files and audio wave files are stored in this SETIA directory, health data set directory, right? So after that, I'm creating the plot for showing this frequency also. So this is one of the visualizations, and after that, I'm going to display some audio files. So test.wave file. So I'm storing into the C drive. So after loading this audio of data comma rate equal to frequency means, then it is used to play the audio. Suppose if you want to play the audio means, then you have to import the audio files here, audio library here. Import the audio from IPython. So you have to import all these libraries. Otherwise, these libraries are not going to work. Okay. So these are all the libraries for using some creating some frequency. So FFT, inverse frequency distribution frequency, and then suppose if you want to play the audio files means, then you have to import the audio from IPython. If you want to read and write the audio files means, then you have to import the SciPy library. If you want to show any visualization methods means, then you have to import this matplotlib. Okay, so just I'm collecting the data from by using the read method. So read is one of the method by just collecting the wave files here. After collecting the data, I'm going to play the audio here. So just executing this program. Okay, so more number of audio processings in Python. Some of the audio files are MP3, WAV, M4K, and the FLAC. So all these digital sounds mainly is measured in frequency, right? So kilohertz. So 1 kilohertz is normally 1,000 pieces of informations per second. Okay, some of the frequency examples are normally the streaming songs. It's have a frequency 32 kilohertz, but in audiobooks or spoken language, or normally it's between 8 and 16 kilohertz. So now I'm going to run one data. So this is a waveform of the test data. So this is a wave file I am reading here. So after that, I'm creating the X label is sample index, X label is sample index, okay, and Y label is amplitude, and then title is waveform of test audio. Title is waveform of test audio. So after that, I'm showing the diagram here. I'm creating the plot. Plot it is used for creating the lines between this. Okay, so more number of waveform. So it's shown the output like this. So this is a waveform of test. Next, other example is, so just wait for 2 minutes. I will show the other examples. Now I am going to demonstrate the world population details. So how to analyze and visualize the world population details. Okay, so just I'm collecting the details from, you can, where you have to collect the data. You can collect the data from various resources, right? Already I explained that you can collect the data from internet, or from documents, or from questionnaire, or from interviews, or from social networks. Okay, so just you collect the data. So just I'm collecting the data, and by using the read underscore CSV, so just I download the data. Just I read the data by using this read underscore CSV. CSV is also full form of CSV comma separated vector. Okay, so after giving this DF, so this is output of this. So totally normally 1704 rows and 5 columns there. So displaying this. So this is output of this statement. So what are the columns are included? The country, continent. So let me see the examples. Let me see the file of this. So DD is one of the data sets. I will open this. So see here. So this is country, continent, year, and life experience, and then populations. Okay. So it start from Afghanistan. So total populations I collected here. So Cambodia. So totally how many rows here? 1,704 rows, I think. Okay. 5 columns. 1,704 rows and 5 columns. Okay. So see here. So how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how to analyze this data, world populations data? So by use first of all, we have to collect the data. Suppose if you want to manipulate the data or analyze the data means, then you have to apply some of the methods. So head means just it print the first 5 number of rows. Head means what? So what is a df means what? So all the values are stored into the df variable. So just give the df variable here. Okay, so passing the head statement. So head means what? Just it print the first 5 rows of my data set. So just it printing first 5 rows. Suppose if you want to give tail method means TAIL means, then it just print the last 5 rows of the data set. So what is the meaning of shape? Shape means just it print the number of rows and columns. Okay, df dot columns means just is display the name of the columns. What are the name of the columns in my data set? Country, continent, year, life experience, and then populations. So D types means just it print the data types. So info means it print all the informations about my values, about my data sets. Okay, so just creating the plot values. So already explained this. Now we have to give the color for particular columns also. So what is the statement here? Just I'm importing pandas, numpy, matplotlib. After that, I'm using the pandas. I'm reading the values of my data values in C drive. Just locate the values. Okay, just collect the values by using the ilocate. So just I'm showing the two columns only. Country is one of the column and population is one of the column. Just I'm showing only the two columns now. Okay, so for the country it displayed only the red color, and for the population it displayed by using the blue color. Okay, so the title of the chart is the title of the output is data visualization. So the title of the X label is country and the title of the population is Y. Title of the Y label is population. See here. So country and then population and then data visualization. So this is a plot. This is the first output of this statement. PLT dot show. PLT dot show means just it show the plot. Plot means what? Just it draw the line from the starting to the ending point. Okay, so it collecting more number of rows. So just displaying like this. And next it's showing the grid values. So how to show the grid values? Just apply the grid statement here. So this is output of the grid statement. So next I am so how to next another example is employee salary. In this employee salary there are more number of columns, rows and columns, totally 474 and 10 columns. Okay, so for that we can analyze and visualize the data by using matplot and numpy and pandas. Okay, next suppose if you want to create a bar chart of some arrays means, then you can give like plt dot bar of names comma quantity. Okay, just create a bar charts. And if you want to mention the color for the name and the quantity means, just give the orange color here. Okay, so legend means just it showing the, it is same like a title. Okay, legend means, so see, so this is the legend. So see, this is a legend. The blue color, A for it is a blue color and B it is mean for displayed in the uh, yellow color. Okay, so scatter of x comma A, scatter of x comma B. So just it is used to create the scatter by you applying the scatter method. Okay, so this is one of the examples. So later I will okay, so there are other project also. I think so can we stop with this? So other health data set are also there. How to run the heartbeat audio files and the wave files and all. Okay, so I will close the my session. So do you have any doubt? You please send a message now.
Sunil sir, please proceed, sir.
Thank you so much, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Despite of many issues, you covered from the beginning of installation of the Python to how
Yes,
to
sir.
work with the world population and employee salary, and you are trying to show one more data set and how
Yes.
to plot. And you clearly explain about NumPy, Pandas, SciPy, and
Yes,
how
sir.
to plot everything.
Yes.
And you made it within a hands-on like that, within a practical. You are explained everything in a neat and clear manner.